Hi, my name is Mary O'Leary.
And I'm John Diebold.
We are both professors in the Civil and Environmental Engineering Technology program in the Department of Engineering at Vermont State University. Both John and I provide trainings for those who want to become licensed designers of septic systems, continuing education training for already licensed designers, training for contractors and installers of systems, and service providers who inspect certain systems.
55% of Vermonters have on-site wastewater treatment systems. The remaining Vermonters live in a city or town that has a wastewater treatment facility and piping system that collects the wastewater from their homes, sending it to one large facility that treats and discharges the clean wastewater. So the proper design, installation, and maintenance of an on-site septic system is critical.
This is a septic system groundwater model. It shows the components of your septic system and the soils below if your system is a traditional mound system or an in-ground system. The components are your toilet and piping system that runs to the outside of the building, a septic tank, the piping that goes to a distribution box, and then to the leach field or a mound. If you have an innovative or an alternative system, the components might be different, and these are addressed in a separate video.
After the plumbing in your house, the wastewater goes to a septic tank. Usually, but not always, a septic tank is concrete. The tank has baffles in it to separate out the solids, which settle to the bottom in a sludge. The wastewater then flows out to the leach field for further treatment. If the tank is relatively new, it also has a filter that needs to be cleaned on a regular basis. The sludge is important. It works like our stomachs. In the absence of oxygen, microbes start breaking down the solids and liquids into nutrients that can be discharged in the water to the leach field.
Some folks don't know where their tank is, and as it should be pumped out every 3 to 5 years depending on use, it's important that you find it. If you don't have a plan for your septic system, we'll show you how to look for the permit and the plan on the state website in a later video. It is important to note that residential septic systems are soil-based. We count on the soil below the leach field as part of the treatment of the wastewater, removing the nutrients, cleaning the water as it moves through the soil. This is aerobic treatment in the presence of oxygen, which is different and quicker, but as important as the treatment that happened before in the septic tank.
There are rules about how high above groundwater or bedrock the bottom of your leach field has to be, because we need that amount of soil for treatment before the wastewater hits groundwater or any bedrock below your system. Why is it important for these septic systems to work properly? It is critical that all these septic systems in Vermont are designed, installed, and maintained in proper form. If something goes wrong, there is likely to be an impact on human health. There are pathogens, bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms that can cause disease in our waste and wastewater, which we don't want in contact with humans. Also, we don't want the pathogens or excess nutrients from untreated or incompletely treated wastewater to contaminate the soil or groundwater or other water resources.
Poorly designed, built, or ill-functioning septic systems can allow untreated wastewater to contaminate groundwater and other water resources. When designed and constructed correctly, on-site septic systems can effectively treat wastewater. And that's it for this introduction to your septic system video. There are also short videos on the types of septic systems, rules and who does what, and malfunctioning or failed septic systems. Thanks for watching. This series of videos was developed through a Lake Champlain Basin Program grant we received from the Wastewater System and Potable Water Supply Program with Vermont's Department of Environmental Drinking Water and Groundwater Protection Division.